Okay, so, hi,
Hi,
this is Gracie, and
I'm Gracie.
it's her third day in the hospital, and
Yeah.
she just got some pain medication,
Pain. Yeah.
and she wanted to tell the story of...
No, he picked it. He said
I just asked you.
what to say. The story.
Is that what you want to do, though?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you're going to tell the story of The Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, am I doing... Where do I start? Do I start the Silmarillion?
You can start wherever you want.
I was going to say Similac, but I think that's breast milk. Or formula.
It's formula.
That's not it. Silmarillion. Is that right? Yeah.
Is that where you would have
Or no, I don't know that.
Okay.
I just know, I know, I don't remember anything. No, that's not even from that book. That's from a book you wrote that I was remembering.
So where do you want to start?
Probably just with the Lord of, like, the Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay.
And so, is it Frodo Baggins is... How old is he? He's kind of young. He's like Hobbit young.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes... And then Gandalf comes to his little Hobbit house in the Shire, and he says... He's like, come with me, or however he talks. I don't know. Ian McKellen, right? Is that who plays him in the movie? Oh, yeah. And so then they go, well, I think, does Frodo maybe say he doesn't want to go on an adventure? Or does he say, okay? Anyway, somehow he ends up going on an adventure. And then they meet Aragorn, because there's these ring wraiths and they're scary. And Aragorn's like, I know what they are, but you don't know it's him at first. I'm pretty much saying the movies and not the books, because I don't think I've read them.
Books.
No, I haven't read the book. But I read this Silmarillion, though. So that counts for something. And I'm not even homeschooled. But anyway, so Aragorn's like, well, you have a ring or something. I don't know. Frodo pulls some trick in the bar, and Aragorn's like, I know how you did that. And then, anyway,
See what you did there.
yeah. And then, so somehow they all get to Rivendell. And the guy from The Matrix is there. Well, he's an elf now. And then he's like, I don't know, they end up in a meeting, and Legolas is there, and he's like, you have my bow. And then somebody says, you have my sword. Is that Boromir that says that? After he says, one does not simply walk to Mordor, which is exactly what they do. Boromir. You don't know what you're talking about, because that's literally... Well, no.
Because he died.
But that's that's like the biggest spoiler in the whole movie, in the whole thing. He's like, one does not simply walk to Mordor. And then everybody can just go home, because that's what they did. But it takes 2 more 6-hour movies for them to walk to Mordor.
Okay.
Anyway, so then they're all like, you have all my weapons, and I'll go with you. And then I was going to say Gimli, but that's not his name, it's Gimli. Anyway, he shows up, and he's little. He's like a little red man. But he's sturdy, though. Dwarves are very sturdy. They're like little boulder rocks, but people. And then they all go on an adventure, and there's a bunch of ring wraiths, and they want to kill him, and they want the ring, and the Eye of Sauron is like, freaking everybody out. And he wants the ring because he doesn't want to die. And he wants all the powers. And then Sauron. You remember the trolling Sauron video? How do you say his name?
Saruman?
Saruman. I keep saying, I want to say Samaron. That's not it. Saruman. Yeah. Anyway, he's not a good guy. Gandalf's the good guy. And Treebeard's a good guy. He's a big tree. He's very old. Oh, I can see my face. And Merry and Pippin, they're like hipsters. They know all these things nobody's ever heard of. Like 11sies. Which is just brunch. Just say brunch. It's just brunch. But then they destroy the ring and they all go home. And then Frodo gets on a boat because he's so tired, Sam. Oh, I love Sam. Sam and Frodo always make me cry. They're like Jonathan and David from the Bible. They are the best friends. I have a best friend. I have friends like that. Not hobbits. I don't know any hobbits. Deb is like my Sam. And Katie is like another Sam. And I know you guys would get it out of the boat. Or you would chase me if I was in a boat. But I probably would not leave you not in the boat.
So is that the whole story?
Yeah. They get the ring destroyed and a lot of people die, I think. Oh, and is it Eowyn or Arwen? Which one's not Liv Tyler?
Eowyn.
Eowyn, she's awesome. She pretends to be a boy, but that's not what makes her awesome. She pretends to be a soldier so she can fight for her people instead of staying in the Underdark with them. And
In the what?
the Underdark, in the caves. Is that wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You're laughing at me.
Hmm?
Whatever. Anyway, so she puts on she puts on, what am I saying? What am I saying?
Talking about Eowyn?
Armor. I was gonna say, war uniform, and I couldn't think of the word. But she puts on armor, and she goes, and she kills the Witch King. And, there's, the prophecy.
Who's that?
The Witch King? I don't know his name. He doesn't have a face. It's, in a big mask. Anyway, so she goes, and there's, this prophecy or something that the Witch King can't be killed by men, but she's not a man. And I saw this thing one time, and it had the Witch King, and it said, "Come at me, bro," because he's all taunting her and ha ha ha, you think you're gonna kill me, or however he talks. And he's like, no man can kill me, and he thinks she's a man the whole time because she's in war man clothes. And she pulls off her helmet and her hair flies out, because it's a movie, but also because she's a what are they?
Women?
Well, yeah, she's a woman. She's a woman, but what else is she, though? What's their kingdom?
Rohan?
Yeah. How would you say that?
Rohirrim?
She's Rohirrim. He's like an encyclopedia. He knows everything. He's he's so smart. He's the smartest man in the whole land. And so she's Rohirrim, and they're kind of tough once they get there. It takes them a while, but once they get there, their act together, they're really tough. And anyway, she takes off her Rohirrim helmet, and her hair flies all over the place, and she's like, "I am no man." But so I saw this picture, and it was the Witch King. He's like, "Come at me, bro," and then she's like, "I am no bro." I thought that was funny. But anyway, she takes him down, and, Liv Tyler, she's Arwen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Arwen is, she's like an elf, and she chooses to like not. She like forsakes her people to be with Aragorn, which I think is a smart decision, because he's like Middle Earth Jesus, and Viggo Mortensen, and that's never a bad choice, unless you're having to choose between him and Jacob, in which case, whoop, right answer, right here. Since I meet Jacob, I pick Jacob.
Is that the whole story of the Lord of the Rings?
I think we were talking about that, yeah. They destroy the ring and everybody's good, and Samwise Gamgee has a lot of babies with Rosie.
The Riveter?
No, she's like a little hobbit. Rosie the Riveter was a symbol of women's strength and capability in wartime. Rosie the Riveter is strong like Deb. Deb is strong like that, and Katie. They're like strong women. Yes, we can. No, that's Bob the Builder. Or was that Rosie the Riveter?
I think that was Barack Obama.
Oh. Oh, my mom brought food. We gotta go. But anyway, Lord of the Rings, Frodo destroys the ring, and Aragorn gets back on the throne, and the king of Rohan,
Mm-hmm.
he was an old man, and then he was like under oppression or whatever, and then he got free, and then he took him a while, but he takes on his role and like steps back into his authority and everything.
And then he dies.
Does he die? Oh, he does. He does. Oh, that's so sad. Doesn't her brother die too?
No, he becomes king.
Oh, right. He has good hair. He has really good hair.
Yeah.
They both have good hair. It's like the king. It's like the kingdom of good hair. It's like the good hair Aryan.
Pretty
kingdom.
sure the entire
who has
cast has good hair.
Well,
except for-
yeah. Except for Legolas, that's just weird.
Yeah, actually, he kind of had a bad wig.
Yeah. You know who has really good hair? Christine.
Yeah.
It's like golden glory. Little Canadian glory. Beautiful.
Oh,
Mike's
yeah.
pretty handsome too. They're good. They're a really good looking couple. It's like, yeah, we can have it all. We love Jesus and we homeschool our kids, and we're humble, and we're also really attractive.
Is there anything else you want to tell?
That wasn't anything with Lord of the Rings. But I know I gotta stop talking about it because everybody knows so much about it, and I don't really now in my mind. I mean, I do somewhere, but my brain's not doing right. But yeah, the ring gets destroyed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should not be materialistic. Because sometimes rings can be cursed. And you'll eventually die. Or turn into like Smeagol. And that's bad. Because he's sad looking. Mike really hates him. He hates all the movies because of the little Smeagol guy. I don't understand that though, because he's so ugly. You feel sorry for him. It's kind of cute. Not Mike, Smeagol. I'm gonna stop talking now. Okay, bye. Bye now.